What's going down, everyone? So a lot of people have been asking me about my car collection in the driveway. Not all of them are mine, but this is our family Bronco. This is actually my mother and father-in-law's. My father-in-law got this thing from some barn in Kern. No rust, a little bit of rust, but had nothing crazy. Great patina. So naturally, I said, let's do a frame off restoration, go wild with it. So here we are. It's been sitting for a while. I've kind of haven't had a bunch of time to work on it, but we're moving, so I need to get it to the next steps of progression. So here we are. I'll kind of give you guys a rundown of what it is and kind of walk around it. So this is our 73 Bronco, all natural patina. It's beautiful. It's got a stock motor in it. It's all there. It was completely drivable when we got it, but it was just, it needed a complete once over. I started with doing the axles because they were just destroyed. The thing was locked up in the rear. The brakes were seized up. It had some wagon wheels on it. It was gross. So naturally, we went ahead and did a rebuild of the stock front end with a lot of upgrades. So full Heim steering. It's got a 2.5 inch lift on it because I didn't want to get too wild because I'm only running a 33, I believe. I think we put on this thing. I can't remember. Yeah, 33 10.5 Toyo MT on Mickey Thompson's for that classic look. But it's got a locker in the front now. Like I said, full adjustable pan hard bar, full Heim steering. No expense spared there. The rear end, we went ahead and rebuilt, same thing, 33 10.5 Mickey Thompson's. It has a full-size matching spare. It's got a rebuilt 9-inch in it with a locker, same thing. So the biggest problem with this Bronco when we got it is I hate when people cut the fenders out of these things. They look terrible. I hate the fiberglass fenders. I think the natural front fender on this looks beautiful. I love this color combination, which we're going to rematch all this same pinstripe and design, but with a different color. We're going to actually paint this thing fire engine red. So the back, though, it had fiberglass flares. Well, the front wasn't cut. I was trying to understand it when we first got it. Well, the more we dug into it, somebody had like jackknifed a trailer on this side and just crushed in this side. So they just ended up cutting it out naturally, instead of just fixing it like we did here. So the factory wheel wells, as everyone knows, on a Bronco are really short. There's no way you're clearing a big tire without, or bigger tire than like a stock with a stock offset without putting a big lift on it. So I, being who I am, went ahead and ordered a set of like repop fenders with a matching factory flare built into it. My buddy Chad came over. We then cut the fender completely out, the whole quarter, and we scabbed in this piece. So now it matches the front. To me, this is how they should have came. I think they look really good with fender flares, just not the fiberglass ones. So now we have front and back matching. So it's got the same everything the front has. We just scabbed it into the back. I don't think I've seen too many people do that. Kind of just something I thought looked bitchin', and yeah, I dig it. But yeah, farm equipment, I don't know what the hell that thing is, but yeah, we're gonna lop this thing off. But the next steps for this bad boy are, it's gonna go to my buddy Stretch's shop. He's gonna pull the body off for us. I'm gonna put the body on a cart and send it to paint. But before we do that, he's going to send the frame out because everything's stripped off under this thing. It's all empty inside. So if you go inside, I done gutted the whole thing inside other than the dash. So he's going to pull the body off for me, send the frame out, cut all this extra crap off, send the frame out to powder coat. He's gonna get the whole thing powder coated, and the frame will be like a satin black, like more of like a factory look. And then it'll match like all the axles and stuff because we did the same satin finish on those as well. But yeah, and then he's gonna undercoat the body for me. So the undercoating on the body is just mandatory. I don't like the whole rusted nastiness, and paint just gets hammered underneath. So especially something with a mud terrain. But yeah, and then once he's done with that, we already have the interior. The interior is already done. So the interior in these things, the panels just pop out for the most part. So it's not too hard to get it put in after the fact. So I kind of went ahead and went that route. But we went a peanut butter Ferrari beige interior. So it'll be all white and red on the outside, peanut butter interior. It's gonna be badass. It's gonna look super cool. But yeah, I'm really excited for the next steps of this thing. The biggest thing we're gonna do with this, and I'm gonna film the whole thing, is this engine, this power plant right here ain't gonna cut it. So as everyone knows, I like horsepower. So I've hit up a couple buddies that do Coyote stuff, and we are gonna go ahead and go with a 5.0 Coyote with a 6R80 swap. So we're gonna adapt that to the stock transfer case, and yeah, and put a whipple on it. That's my plan. So I want to put a whipple on this thing. I want to put the Coyote in it. I want to be able to drive this thing across the country with air conditioning on, and just roast the tires. I think that'd be so rad. But yeah, I don't know, something different. But yeah, long way to go. But the good news is I have pretty much everything other than the Coyote swap for this thing to put it back together. And obviously it needs to go to the body shop. But yeah, we're getting there. I'm really excited about it. Hope everyone wants to see more of the Bronco. I do. I think yesterday after I put it back together a little bit, put it on wheels, got it on the trailer, got me all fired up, that's for sure. But everyone stay tuned. I'll keep everyone posted. We actually have a ton of merch getting ready to drop. So my boy Rich has almost everything done. I don't want to release anything until it's all done, but I'm looking forward to kind of showing everyone what that all looks like. And the dually. The dually's got a lot of cool stuff coming for it too, but that's for another later video. But I'll catch you guys later.